our next speaker, Sister Noor Wadi from AMP.
Assalamu alaikum, peace to everyone here. Like he said, my name is Noor Wadi, and I'm proud to be a member of the American Muslims for Palestine Dallas chapter and part of their steering. American Muslims for Palestine stands in solidarity with the Palestinian people against yet another attempt by the United States to legitimize Israeli apartheid. The U.S. has always tried to portray itself as some neutral broker for peace in the plight of Palestinians. And while we've always known the U.S.'s bias towards Israel, this deal of the century has eviscerated any shred of mainstream credibility that the U.S. government had as a broker in a deal for justice and peace. As we know, Palestinians were once again excluded from the discussion, the development, and the announcement of this deal. Accordingly, it is no surprise that the deal of the century exclusively delivers all of Israel's most right-wing sentiments. The U.S., by proposing this deal, continues its role in violating international law, aiding Israeli occupation and apartheid in Palestine. But this time, they've made it clear to even the mainstream that they are a partner in crime rather than a broker for peace. This so-called deal is an assault on Palestine and the Palestinian people. Essentially, the plan boils down to this. 1, Israel annexes all of its illegal settlements in the West Bank, including its illegal control over the eastern part of Al-Quds. 2, Israel can continue to deny Palestinians in the diaspora their internationally recognized legal right of return to their homeland. 3, Israel will in no way need to propose a pathway to Palestinian rights because this plan does not deliver, much less contemplate, a sovereign Palestinian state in which Palestinians have any legitimacy or rights. Instead, this plan provides a blueprint to sustain the apartheid under Israeli control, a reality that already exists on the ground. And 4th and finally, the plan also calls on the Palestinian Authority to demilitarize Gaza. This results in the manipulation of internal political divisions between Palestinians by placing the Palestinian Authority of the West Bank on a collision course with the Hamas-led government in Gaza. Ultimately, this plan is the perpetuation of Israeli apartheid, under which Palestinians will continue to live as second-class humans without dignity or equal rights or equal access to resources. And of course, we can't forget that this plan is so clearly timed to benefit Trump and Netanyahu's personal re-election interests. What else can you expect from an impeached president and an indicted prime minister? This deal is nothing but a political stunt to distract the public of both countries and to score cheap political points from the candidates of each extremist's following. We wholeheartedly support the Palestinians in rejecting the theft of the century. We also welcome the change in narrative among mainstream politicians who are for the first time announcing that no justice or peace will prevail in the region without the inclusion of Palestinian voices. We encourage these politicians to take their stances further and recognize that justice requires not just voices but also the realization of Palestinian demands for equal rights and the right of return. While this deal may seem like only another miscarriage of justice against Palestinians and a point of darkness in the struggle for Palestinian rights, we know from the struggle of oppressed peoples before us that in moments of darkness, revolutions are born. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Noor. Free Palestine.